Elimination game, one of these guys will go home and one will move on.
Ice Spirit the bridge from Ian. He has not been waiting for his opponent in any of these games. Immediate Hog, immediate Mortar, immediate Ice Spirit the bridge. He wants to get in the gameplay. He wants to start figuring out what his opponent's using so he can begin to outplay.
Guards plus Ice Wiz could mean Mortar.
Yeah, guards, Ice Wiz, E-Spirit. Mortar's an option. With the E-Spirit, it can't be Grave.
I was just going to say, with the E-Spirit coming out.
Interesting. Yeah, roll a Giant then.
And Royal Giant going up against Control. We saw a similar situation. Look at Ian looking out at the crowd, talking to the crowd. Literally in the middle of the match, talking to the crowd. This was a similar matchup to what we saw yesterday.
Yeah.
When we saw,
yeah.
it was at the end of the day. Yeah, I think it was
Monk
Sam.
RG versus
It was
Tesla.
Sam.
I think it was Sandbox,
Yep.
yeah. And the question is, you know, does Lucas have the lightning? I think the lightning is definitely what you want in this sort of matchup so you can help break through those Teslas. And the fireball is just really not going to do the job.
So Ian going complete control here. Lucas going back to relative comfort, being one of the better RG players out there in the world. We'll see if he can figure out the equation to break through. Yesterday, Sam could not figure it out. Sandy played perfect D.
Delivery dropping down. Evil Ice Spirit just freezes everything. And that's why we saw Ian drop the Ice Spirit the bridge first play.
Yep.
Getting that Evil Ice Spirit cycle to time it perfectly for when the RG Evil will be there. He's able to really control the defense.
You don't know what to play, cycle your cheapest Evo. I learned that from watching Juicy J.
Shout out to Andrew, dude. Always making me smile on stage. And E-Spirit here going to continue to apply pressure. And I guess the biggest thing to I really think about here is if I'm Lucas, if I'm the RG player, how am I going to break through? We really saw, you know, Sandbox really lock it down in yesterday's game, and I think Lucas knows best. RG the back.
I was just going to say, I think what you got to try to do is start getting those double RGs out. Ian's going to take that rocket damage, no problem here in single. 25-78, lowest tower on the board. Lucas getting a little bit more in with that Monk reflection, bringing that tower down to 27-41, and a miner goes to the back. Yep.
Monk gonna drop. He wants to prevent any more rockets on tower, using that ability to his advantage. RG does get one hit from Lucas, starting to even up this match.
And a high Tesla here to maybe help support the Monk. And one of the things about losing that 3-card cycle is these RG decks, it's so much harder to get 2 RGs out on the board. And Evo RG coming in. Ian spending everything he can, but that RG does retarget.
Wow. Wait, the Monk is being tanked for. The Monk gets the power cell and tower. That is game-changing damage. Even with the fireball to prevent breakthrough, he needed that to happen.
And a huge slap, I guess, from the Monk. A chop. 2065 to 2186. Ice Wiz
does pick up the miner. Insane. Snowball's going to try to push everything away, and the miner does start to connect.
2034, 1985 to 2065, neck and neck. Lucas cycles his non-Evo RG to the left-hand side as another miner comes in. Guards close enough to turn around.
2 Monks on the board now, trying to break through. Ice Wiz plus Log trying to get rid of the guards as well. This Evo Tesla continues to be a defensive menace.
And that delivery, I believe, hits the Ice Wiz and the RG. RG on the left gets a shot. Now RG on the right coming in. Evo RG, Tesla comes in just in time.
My goodness, we are heading into triple extra overtime. And
the guards!
Oh, Knight barely gets down for the guards. 3 Knights on the board for a split second. The Knight gets a little bit of chip here, and Lucas starting a Monk in the back, once again trying to prevent rocket value.
1784, 2065. Lucas needs to make something happen in the next 50 seconds, but having a tough time doing it. Ian doesn't even need a rocket cycle.
Guards a little bit late. That could be game-changing damage to the miner connecting. Lucas needs the double RG to break through. And wow, and he tries to predict the Monk with the rocket, but he doesn't get it.
I don't know.
This is Lucas's time.
Yeah, maybe going for a little bit too much, but probably recognizing he can get back to that second Tesla, no problem. There it is. Now we need another RG, but Lucas can't find a way to break through.
Wow, another Monk at the bridge. 20 seconds on the clock. We'll see another RG soon.
He's got to play defense on the left, Juicy. He can't just let it go. E-Spirit has to come down and the guards. He can't support the RG.
The rocket does too much damage, and there it goes. Can he get the prediction?
Can he get it?
Oh! The rocket does not go! It does not get deflected!
Almost gets it! Lucas knows he missed it by a split second, and he sent
The prediction from Lucas, literally a millisecond away from sending that rocket back to his opponent's tower.
And that is a moment that's going to keep Lucas up at night until CRL 2026. Absolutely astounding gameplay. AC, tell us what the fan favorite has to say.
Okay, congratulations on that. Wait, one more time. Give it up for Ian! Oh my goodness! Okay, obviously, that was the game of the tournament so far. I mean, talk to us about 30 seconds left, 20 seconds left, 10 seconds left. Talk to us about those final seconds.
Dude, honestly, those Evo RGs were so scary, man. Like, I knew I had a good matchup, but those Evo RGs, they kept on knocking back my guards, and I didn't have like a log to push back the RG. I had to put Snowball in there, but you know, it worked out in the end. And dude, I sent a prayer before I got on stage here, and that prayer might have overwrit that Monk's prayer just in time, so.
It clearly worked out for you. I can't stress it enough. That was so much fun. Okay, talk to us. Was that fun to play or just for the viewers?
Oh, I mean, it was pretty fun to play. I was pretty nervous, you know, at the end, and like this one monk, it got like a shove on my tower. I put the knight a little bit to the side, but besides that, I'm really happy with how I played, and it was pretty nice. I didn't expect to do well after getting destroyed in game one with my main deck.
Yeah. But you were able to recover. Congratulations again. Hey, one more time. Give it up.
Good stuff, good stuff.